There is a strange paradox in how we remember virtual worlds. We are told that as technology advances, immersion should deepen. We have 4K textures, ray tracing, and fluid animations that mimic reality with almost surgical precision. And yet, for many of us, these high definition worlds feel like sand slipping through our fingers. We gulp them down as if watching a movie at double speed, only to find the memory of the experience has no weight. Then we look back at the jagged edges of 2004. We look at Teldrassil, a world of flat textures and repetitive loops, and somehow it feels more real. Why? The answer lies in the psychology of our active minds. When you read a book, your brain is a co author. It fills in the scent of the pine, the temperature of the air, and the specific cadence of a character's voice. In classic WoW, the graphics don't do the work for you, they provide a canvas. Because the world is low fidelity, your imagination is forced to bridge the gap. That purple sky isn't just a texture, it becomes an atmosphere because your mind is actively processing the blanks. In retail, the world is finished. In classic, the world is an invitation to imagine. Think about the walk from Shadowglen to Darnassus. In modern gaming, this is seen as friction, something to be removed, skipped, or automated. But friction is the very thing that creates heat. And in psychology, heat creates lasting imprints. In classic, you don't get a mount at level 10, 15, or 20. No, you don't have a golden arrow pointing you to the exact pixel of your objective. You have to traverse the land. When you run by foot through Teldrassil, you aren't just moving through space, you are inhabiting it. You learn the curve of the road, the specific cluster of trees where the spiders hide, and the way the light changes as you approach the crystalline lakes of Alameth. Because it is slow, it is meaningful. You might spend an hour on 3 quests in one small corner of the map. You crisscross the same paths, passing the same landmarks. This repetition builds a mental map that is deeper rather than wide. You aren't just passing through Shadowglen, Dolinar on your way to Darnassus. You're living there. By the time you finally reach level 40 and earn that mount, Azeroth has already become part of your internal geography. In retail, you're a superhero. You pull 10 mobs, AoE them down, and move on without a scratch. It's convenient, yes, but it's also forgettable. There is no threat, and without threat, There is no presence. In Classic, the world is dangerous. A single mob 3 levels above you is a life or death encounter. You have to manage your mana, watch your health, and use your professions. Your alchemy isn't just a menu to click, it's your lifeline. That mana potion you crafted in Dolinar isn't just an item, it's the reason you survived a trek into the Banithil Barrow Dens. When everything counts, every moment matters. You're on your toes. This state of hyper awareness is what us druids call flow. Because the game demands your full attention just to survive a simple walk through the woods. Your brain flags these moments as important. This is why you might remember a random struggle against a gnarl pine in Teldrassil more vividly than a cinematic boss fight in retail WoW. One was a movie you watched, the other was a struggle you survived. Then there is the story. Modern gaming loves the campaigns, an interactive movie where you are the chosen protagonist. It's filled with dialogue, cinematics, and scripted events. But there is a cost to being controlled by a narrative. When the game tells you exactly where to look and how to feel, it strips away your agency. Classic has no campaign, it has a world. In Teldrassil, the story is what you find. It's the flavor text in a quest about corrupted furballs. It's the ambient music and sounds that shifts as you enter the silence of the Temple of the Moon. There are no cutscenes to break the immersion. You are the one driving the pace. We take it in gradually, like a book. You aren't being fed a story, you're discovering it. This creates a sense of ownership. It isn't the story, it is your story. So we return to the mystery of the vivid memories we have in Classic WoW from the days of vanilla. Why does a 20-year-old game feel more alive in our hearts than the most polished modern retail experience? It's because Classic WoW understood the value of the long way around. It understood that beauty is found in the effort, that immersion is a byproduct of challenge, and that the most high definition world is the one our own minds create. When we look at the purple boughs of Teldrassil, we don't see old codes. We see a place where we labored, where we struggled, where we truly stayed for a while. We didn't just gulp it down, we processed it, hit by hit, footstep by footstep. In the end, that is the difference between a product and an experience. One is designed to be finished, the other is designed to be lived. And as we walk beneath the shadow of the gray trees, we realize that the most enchanting world isn't the one with the most pixels. It is the one that gave us space to breathe, to think, and to remember. So the next time you log into Classic World of Warcraft, just remember, you aren't just playing a game, and you aren't just leveling a character. You're engaging in a rare form of digital mindfulness. In a world that constantly demands we go faster, skip the dialogues, and reach the finish line, Classic WoW asks you to do the opposite. It asks you to feel the weight of the distance, to respect the dangers of the road, and to let your own imagination paint the colors of the world. When you find yourself running across the vast stretches of Azeroth, don't look at the time. Don't look at the quest log as a chore to be cleared. Instead, listen to the shift in the music and ambience. Notice how the light filters through the giant boughs of the trees. Realize that the vividness you are feeling isn't coming from the realm or the textures. It is coming from you. You are building a memory that will stay with you long after the realms go dark, simply because you chose the path that required you to truly be there. This is the magic of the slow road. This is the architecture of a memory that actually feels like home.